Michael, you're not related to... Have you watched the Titanic with Spielberg in it? With Captain Smith?
No.
No?
Not related.
It's just... I'm very superstitious.
Alright.
Michael, how's things?
Alright, alright.
Good seeing you. Not too bad. Good seeing you.
Who was the manufacturer of the barge on the island? I said the same people that made the Titanic.
See, there's a connection. I wasn't far off. What's the possibility of going across and hitting an iceberg? Could it happen?
What's the chance of winning the pool at the lotto?
As much chance as I have of winning the lottery.
Michael, have you got alcohol in that by any chance?
No.
You sure? Okay.
I don't think.
It's not camouflaged then. That's good.
Must be a hole in the bottom of it.
As long as it's not a hole in the bottom of the boat, we're alright.
No.
So what's the distance from here to the island? About a mile would it be, or?
Mile and a quarter.
Mile and a quarter? Right. How long does it take to go across in the boat?
10 minutes. All aboard.
All aboard the Skylark. All aboard the Titanic.
Not any swallows, just with shade on it, you know.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Bye-bye motorbike. It's good to have a shed to put in. The island, owned by a fisherman back in the early 1800s, and he sold it to, was it the O'Neill family?
He sold it to Lord O'Neill.
And it stayed in the family for how many years?
Since 1804.
Right.
And it still belongs to Lord O'Neill.
Still to this day, right?
But we are a charity called the River Ban and Loch Ness Association. And Lord O'Neill is a founding member. He, the current Lord O'Neill, not the one that bought the island in 1804, because that would make him 200 years old, at least.
Does he eat Irish potatoes?
Well,
probably drinks Guinness.
But when Lord O'Neill bought the island, it was only 6 acres. It was now grown to 40 acres.
Something to do with the subsidence of the water that
Yeah,
came
the
down?
lock has been lowered 4 times.
Right.
And the reason they lowered it was to alleviate flooding around Portadown and the south end of the lock. But unfortunately, man being man, when the lock was lowered and all this land came out of the water, people built on the floodplain.
Right.
And now, sometimes when there's a lot of heavy rain, the lock will still rise and all those people get flooded out.
Sounds like my toilet in the bathroom.
What they walked into was this, a mixture of sewage and water spewing from their bathroom.
Felt like Rose on the Titanic.
Well, I'm sure it wouldn't be as bad as that, you know.
Oh, it's really bad. That's quite bad.
Yeah.
So, if people want to book the island, Michael, how do they book the island?
On our website, www.ramsisland.org.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We'll put out to sea and we'll perfect our chemistry. And by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Kokomo, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. Way down in Kokomo. Prince, I wanna catch a glimpse. Everybody knows a little place like Kokomo. Now if you wanna go and get away from it all, go down to Kokomo. Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego.
Or does it pull wheelies? Why is it hot like that? Is it going to kill me? I'm going to call that one red. Wheelie! Look, now we'll captivate you with tranquility, atmosphere, unspoiled scenery, scheduled bays and skyward views. Loch Ness is a haven for wildlife and many viewpoints around the shoreline. The area is steeped in history and heritage with much to see to do around the variety of visitor attractions as well as land to water based activities. See if that makes that noise at night or in the morning about 4 o'clock. Tell you. It's going into a pot. Some size. Center. Some size of barge in them. How old's a barge?
1955.
You and a lot of your volunteers done a lot of work on the boat, didn't you? Because it didn't arrive like this.
No,
Was it an empty shell when it arrived?
it was full of sand.
Was it? Jeez. Size, it's huge. I'm only the only one on the island, so what else would you want to do when you try to chop some logs? Something I've never done before, so we'll see how this goes. Too big. That's what we're talking about.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing.
So I'm going to show you the cabin. Michael calls it a pod, but to me it looks like a cabin. It's whatever way you want to call it. That's it there. Small, quaint. Sleeps 4 or 5 people. TV, fridge, toaster, water, bed. Just bucked everything in. It's in here a couple of minutes ago. Wardrobe. And a giant spider. Was not really giant, but oh shit, there's 2 giant spiders. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Then the barge, just down there. This area here is where I'm going to fly the drone later on. I can reckon it's too windy, but it's going to have a go at it anyway. Here we go.
It was always on fire, our house, our dream. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. We found holes in these walls, we like what we saw. Seems so strong until it falls, the final straw. Oh, I never felt like this before. When I was drunk, you showed an open door. You showed it then we were dancing on a wire.
Absolutely got it. So I was out flying the drone early on and things was going well. Got some amazing cinematic shots, and coming back she lost power. I had about 10% left and I thought I would do a flyover. Done the flyover, then she started to go down. No control over it at all whatsoever, and I could see on my phone the signal or the video footage that it hit a tree and then it just knocked off. I was still able to get signal okay, but I wasn't able to get to find the drone because there was no sound or anything. I couldn't understand why. So when I had to look for it, I eventually found it. It was six feet. It was 6 feet from the water's edge, and it was in the water. So I'm absolutely got it. So hopefully I can retrieve the footage of it. But like anything else, if you fall off a bike, you're going to get back on again and ride it. So already another drone ordered, so that's my second one. But anyway, you know what? The show goes on.